is this the first time that you've ever been on a low-budget / no-budget homemade football web show?
I think this is the first time. You talk about you know, down to the rims kind of thing here. That's exactly what we have here right now. What, I thought we'd have all kind of lights and all kind of production kind of thing in here, but
just a little camera. But we tried to class things up by coming to you from your private villa, right?
That's
right.
I
believe your wine is running right now. So you're a red wine man.
I am a red wine.
Okay.
Yes, I'm into the Pinots. I'm into the Italian reds. I'm into every once in a while martini on a stressful day. So,
right. But today. Last year, Distillers won the World Championship.
Right.
The Bowl That Is Super, edition number 43. Defense downright nasty. The first time I ever remember hearing a Steelers defense being mentioned in the same breath as the 1970 Steelers defense.
Yeah.
Let us discuss.
Oh, you're right. I'll tell you
Can we bring up that conversation?
You know, you can bring it up because the fact that they finished the deal. You know, a lot of times you have great stats, but if you don't win the championship, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's great accolades, but it doesn't really matter until you win the championship along with it. And that's what they did. They closed the deal out with big plays all the way across the board on defense and on offense, and you know, probably one of the most exciting Super Bowls in a long time.
So 1970 Steelers defense here. Where is last year's Steelers defense? We could create some type of pie chart.
It's so hard. We're talking about different eras. We're
talking different eras, so with all of that factored in.
You know, James Harrison plays at 55 pounds, I think. You know, outside linebacker. You know, down defensive end, up linebacker. In my era, I'm 225, 228 at the most. And these guys are bigger, faster, stronger today. There's no question about that. And so it's really hard, different eras like this. But I got to give this defense last year a lot of credit.
In the 70s, was there a meal that you didn't have to pay for? Or I should say, was there a meal that you did have to pay for?
No,
because it seems like you guys could walk into any restaurant, any bar on the house.
Without a doubt. Especially a lot of drinks. A lot of drinks. A lot of the local establishments. These guys out here probably remember the Market Square era, and that's what was a real big part of downtown Pittsburgh. And I mean, this town went crazy. I mean, every player on our team had a fan club. I mean, even backup players who were on special teams. And it's the truth.
What's the best thing you got for free?
Well, I'll tell you, the best thing I got for free wasn't here in Pittsburgh. I got a car for free when I graduated from Penn State. I mean, I graduated, not while I was at Penn State. Not while I was at
Joe's going to lose some wins.
I know, he'll be back down in Bobby. It was a testimonial dinner I had in Johnstown, and they had a dinner for me when I got out of Penn State. I got drafted by Pittsburgh, and at the dinner they gave me a red Comet.
Now on the Super Steelers, who was the one that took most advantage of the free swag?
Yeah, it might have been Lynn Swan. He just kind of identified with all the attention we started to get. So Bradshaw was probably pretty close.
Okay.
To it. Bradshaw was.
And what items are we talking about?
Oh, Bradshaw was endorsing toupees. I mean, in an interview after the game, he'd have to put his toupee on, chewing tobacco because he chewed tobacco. So he got, I forget, with nail pouch or whomever. You know what? I take it back. It wasn't Swan, it was Bradshaw.
There is one football game to decide the fate of the world. Who coaches it? Joe Paterno or Chuck Noll? Fate of the world.
Fate of the world. That's I'd go with Chuck Noll.
Ooh.
I'd go with Chuck Noll.
All right.
Very, very pragmatic. Very businesslike. You know, and since it's for the fate of the world, that's a lot of pressure on anybody. It's more than a Super Bowl. It's the fate of the world. And he is so matter of fact, and so he would channel all that out, and I'd have to guess Chuck Noll.
Chuck Noll?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Chuck Noll.
All right.
Joe would be too emotional.
When I was a wee little lad, growing up in the Burg, whenever we talked about Jack Ham, we talk about Jack Lambert. Now let's break it down. You guys have the same name. The first syllable of your last name rhymes. You're 59, he's 58. At one time or another, you're both missing teeth.
No, I'm not missing teeth.
At one time or another,
No.
Never?
No.
Never?
No.
I take that back then.
Okay.
Both linebackers.
Right.
Was there ever a time in your career when you wished his name was like Harry or something?
No, in fact, the things you just mentioned here right now, I mean, I never even thought about it. I never even thought about it. You know, we had he's one of my dear friends, and I'll tell you what, you know, there were always similarities, and we kind of played the same type of game in a sense of, you know, I love the way that he played the passing game. And I marvel at that, but you know, that connect you just made right now, that maybe that's good to do this interview. You know, I would never would have put all that together. I appreciate you doing that, Jim. He does have a lot of teeth missing, and he did one day at my house. Took his teeth out and put it in my beer. I always remember that. But and some people every once in a while call me Lambert, and I cringe every time that happens. So I mean, he's much uglier.
Now we live in a tabloid world, because if you guys play today, you might be called Hambert. So you would just be, you wouldn't have an identity.
You're just full of knowledge not worth knowing. You know?
On Yinz Luv Distillers, we don't make predictions, we make guesses. So guesses for the upcoming 2009 Steelers season.
Well, I'll tell you what, I never thought a team, and that's what I loved about the fact of our team, we were able to repeat twice. Well, this team has a chance to do that, and I'll tell you what, the way Ben plays, impromptu play, that last drive in the Super Bowl, what he did with an offensive line, which, you know, it was question mark all year for him, I think they got a great shot of repeating again. New England might be a big factor with Brady coming back, but I think it may come down to Pittsburgh and New England on this side of the AFC.
Can we make a guess in the NFC?
Well, I'll tell you, I think Philadelphia. You know what? This could be the one time they were trying to get that last year. Now, you know, obviously Philadelphia was to get a Pennsylvania Super Bowl, but I think Philadelphia has a shot to get it on that side. Pittsburgh, all PA Super Bowl.
If I were to approach Jack Ham to get an autograph, how would I do it? Because I'm sure throughout the course of your day, going to a grocery store, going through the drive-thru, maybe people ask you in an inappropriate way how to obtain your autograph. So what's the proper way to do it?
There's never an inappropriate way, except if I'm out to dinner with my wife and we come here to my second home.
Yes, yes.
My second home here for dinner. That's the only time where I have an issue with it. So it's not dinner. So other than saying, "Hey, you,"
Mr. Ham?
No, Jack.
Jack, all right.
You mind signing my football?
This is for, I'm in a band, for my drummer's future father-in-law. His name is Randy. It's his birthday. I give you poetic license.
You know what? But in the rain...
Uh-oh, hold on.
Lower budget than you really think.
Can you get lower budget than no budget?
Okay. You know what? This is not working. If you can film me going to the car, I can go get my pen and be right back.
Okay.
All right. But I must admit, usually when people ask me for an autograph, they have the right equipment. Right equipment. Real smooth. Yeah, that was good. There might be one in my car. Maybe not, though. I didn't bring my bag, and I don't have. Oh, I do have one in here. Yep.
Now, what do you roll? You roll with Sharpie? Ah.
Yeah. Yes. Of course.
All right.
Let's get inside here. You know what? I could have dried this off. You know what? If this doesn't work, I'll send him a football. Okay? I swear to God, I will. Because you know what? It's turning on. Like, you know what? Why don't you give me this ball, and I will get it. I will take care of this. I'll send it to you. How's that?
Hey,
because this is just. I don't want to do this. I wouldn't want to send it this way.
That didn't turn out as well as we hoped. The rain, the Sharpie, the Bic.
I know. Well, I think once that thing gets wet, and then you got an issue with it.
But we learned something today. If you ask Jack Ham for an autograph, ask him when it's dry outside.
Right.
Preferably indoors.
Yeah, and you brought a cheap pen, you know, it's just...
Yours didn't work either. Yours put it out on the ham.
But I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I will fix it.
All right, and we also got ink on the tablecloth here at your private villa. Apologies. Send us the bill.
That is going to be.
Send us the bill. Yeah, send us the bill.
Will you pay the bill?
We'll pay.
I can send the bill. That'll be no problem. Will you pay the bill?
Maybe not. We'll see. Well, no, maybe we will. Maybe we will. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. We will definitely see.
Final question of the interview.
Yeah.
Besides Jack Ham, who is the next likely Pittsburgh Stiller to appear on an episode of Yinz Luv Distillers? Because you used to be roommates, or you used to be next door neighbors with Lynn Swan, right?
I am.
Would Swanee do it?
Well, my other house. My other chateau is next to Swan. Right.
Not this one.
No, no.
Okay.
This is kind of like my summer place to go.
Decompress.
Next to it, I think this might be the one and only. I think
so we're talking.
I think this might be it.
Past Steelers, current Steelers.
Yeah, the way this is going right now, this probably is. It probably is.
How about what was his the quarterback years ago? Scott Campbell. Would Scott Campbell do an episode?
Oh, Scott Campbell, sure.
Scott Campbell. Yeah. Mike Merriweather.
Well, you're going. Mike
Would Merriweather do one?
Yeah, Mike Wagner would do one.
Mike
Wagner will do one. Well, that's about it.
That's it.
That's really
so we should enjoy this.
Yes, this is
Jack. Thank you for having us.
I must admit, my most unique interview that I've had is right today, right here. And that's what you're looking for, right?
We've accomplished something. So Jack, I thank you. The Yinz Luv Distillers Nation, they thank you. And I'll let you get back to your wine there.
Okay,
finish it.
Terrific, terrific.